copy today itself. Tomorrow, by tomorrow, first thing you'll have it. Michael can read it and you can read it. So I thought I would use your help.
Okay, so first of all,
Yeah.
the points that he did make, did you understand them?
Uh, what points?
Michael briefed me shortly, okay, now, okay, I was chatting with him, okay, and he explained and he briefed me on the discussion that you had yesterday.
Okay.
Okay, so there were a couple of points, he wasn't writing, so there were a couple of things that he remembered and and a couple of major points, okay, that I would repeat.
Okay.
But other than that, the question is the feedback that he gave you,
Yeah.
did you record it? Are you working on it already or you want to discuss it?
No, he didn't give me any feedback saying that this is wrong, this is wrong, this is right. He didn't say anything
Okay,
like that.
so let's start top down.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to share my
One
screen?
important, sorry?
Do you want me to share my screen? Look at the copy?
No, no, before we do it, let's
Okay.
start top down.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And maybe if you have some sort of narration tool like Read or something like that that you want to track the discussion, suggest you'll bring it up. Okay.
Okay. Just a second. Sure. Let me.
So
Like I'm recording it, so I think I will just redo. I'll just transcribe it.
you're recording, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's begin the discussion. Okay.
Yeah.
So look, the first point and the most important point that Michael conveyed to you and briefed me that he told you is that it's our website, okay, and everything in our website is crucial to our success.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you cannot take decisions regarding messaging, regarding focus, etc., without consulting with us. This was the most important point in the discussion that you had with him.
Okay.
Okay. When
Okay.
you told him that you decided that adding crypto is too much and then we need to take it back, this is the wrong way of going about this. Okay.
Okay.
The important point is, first of all, okay, our messaging must be inside. Okay. And then you can say, look, it looks to me too much.
Okay.
This could be an alternative to take, or this could be an alternative to take, but don't take a decision of hiding any of the of our
Okay.
values. This is in essence the worst thing that you can do.
Okay.
Understand?
Okay.
Okay. Now Michael is very, very, very sensitive regarding the company. Okay.
Okay.
Meaning he's investing in his own money in that. It's very crucial for him that this will be as accurate as possible.
Okay.
Okay, we cannot, as a startup, we don't really have a chance of making bad decisions.
Okay.
Okay, it's luxury that we cannot afford.
Okay.
Okay, so if this, even if you say, look, it seems ridiculous to me, this assumption must be clear. Okay, it needs to be clearly recorded. Okay, it needs to be accepted before you utilize it. Okay,
Okay.
now, so this point is clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
The second point, which he mentioned, was level of English.
Okay.
Okay, and there are multiple places. Okay, I began reading it. Okay, because initially I didn't understand the tabs. Okay, I didn't understand that. I was actually looking at the timeline and seeing that there was nothing, so I got very surprised.
Okay.
Okay, but then realized that the tabs are here and started browsing through them.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't go too deep. I can tell you that the English is not sufficient. Okay,
Okay.
I'll give you an example, and Michael gave you an example regarding data.
Yeah.
Okay, I will tell you in this sentence. Okay, the one thing that this sentence doesn't say,
Okay.
which is supposed to say,
Okay.
is make money. It doesn't say make money. Become a business doesn't mean make money. Become a business in seconds again doesn't mean make money. Okay,
Okay.
monetize can tell you make money. Okay, there are other words that can do it, but again, this is an example. Okay,
Okay.
again, the critic is not on on level of English. The critic is the level of marketing English.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so we need messages that are a lot more polished. Okay, a lot more focused about what is it that we're trying to achieve. Okay,
Okay.
now I'll give you. So these are 2 points that I understood from what he told you.
Okay.
Okay, the misrepresentation of assets, meaning the fact that crypto doesn't appear on the front page. Okay, you don't have any crypto on the front page.
We did
Okay,
mention DAC in the landing page. We did mention DAC, not in the first hero section, but in the subsections I did mention DAC.
well, again, I'm searching now for crypto. Okay, and there's no
Crypto,
crypto.
like you mean the word crypto?
I'm saying that the entire concept of crypto doesn't appear in the homepage. And from our perspective, okay, cryptocurrency, okay, the use of the entire ecosystem of crypto is important. We are a startup which is aiming to recruit money. Okay, if we don't use crypto, okay, this on the first page, okay, this will lower our SEO. This will lower the glance of potential investors coming in and browsing for the front page and not seeing this concept. Understand?
Okay.
So everything which is sort of I'll word it as clickbait, okay, but everything which is an eye catcher, like agents or agentic flows, like crypto. Okay, actually, do we have agent? Yes, we have agents, but again, it's a lower class over here. Okay, I want it to shout. Okay, I want the stuff that we utilize in order we're already in value stack. Hold on, let me go back. Okay, so agents is mentioned on the front page, on the home page. Okay, but as yet another feature. Okay, I want everything related to Gen AI, but the most modern and up-to-date messaging of Gen AI being very, very prominent on the homepage. This is clear?
Yeah.
Okay, by the way, another point, it's not robocorp.com, it's robocorp.co, which is
CO.
also crucial. CO, yes.
Okay.
Okay. So I think it's already have a placeholder. Let me see.
Lior, I think if it helps, like, can we just read through and then this is way, and then you can tell this is missing and this is not missing. Can we just go through?
No, look, I will do that.
Okay.
Okay. At the moment, I want to first of all explain to you the thinking. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if I go down to the details, we may be missing the big picture.
Okay.
And okay. And Michael, notice he didn't comment on specific stuff. He gave it to you top down. So you need to understand the feedback top down.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
But again, I'm trying to help you. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
If I'll go down to the text level, you'll miss the big picture.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now, again, the points that I said, okay, are crucial. Yes, we need all of the wording. We need everything to sustain it. But first of all, we need like clickbait, okay, for potential investors. In terms of, okay, let's put it like that. We have a diversified persona list for that are candidate to visit our website.
Yeah.
This is clear.
Yes.
Okay. We have potential investors. We have potential customers. Customers are mostly enterprises. Investors have a different way of ingesting stuff. Okay. And we have contributors, which are individuals.
Yeah.
Okay. All of them may visit the website, and this is and we need to be able to balance everything. Okay.
Okay.
So, and this is stuff that you need to consider, because what you did, you went straight to data, to content, okay?
Yeah.
And this actually implies that you're missing the big picture, okay? If I will create now some sort of a matrix of each of the personas visiting the website and see whether they are catered, I'm guessing they're going to be holes. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Okay, so something simple like, you know, if I got here, okay, because of let's say an online campaign, okay, that says, okay, Google is ripping you off, okay, taking your data, using your data for free. Why not monetize on it? Okay, let's say there is a campaign like that, and I click it, and I come here, okay,
Yeah.
there's nothing about this over here, nothing. Understand? So this is a complete persona which has no information whatsoever that they can find here. Okay?
I think it's right in the problem. The very second section we have that, right? The very second,
Well,
right after hero
hold on.
section.
You have the problem, okay? And then you go straight to knowledge. Understand?
Data. So in the solution, right? So I have explained the problem, and then at the end of the problem, I said Robocop is here to flip that, and then I say the Robocop solution made the first AI
Okay,
search engine.
hold on. Before you dwell too much on it, okay? Solution is a no word, okay? We cannot use solution.
No, no,
It's not a solution. No. We cannot use the word solution.
we are not going to
So
use
the
it.
word
I have told
solution,
you, remember, anything highlighted in yellow is just to give you the direction, but the heading is going to be
I,
the below one.
okay, fine.
Solution is
Okay,
not,
so
yeah, solution is not going to be there in the web copy. It's just give you the idea of what we are going to talk, give you the idea, not the audience will
okay, got it. Okay, okay, fine. Okay. Um, so, okay, if I'm again looking into that, okay, as you're saying, okay, I came here and, with the persona that I mentioned, okay, which is, I clicked a banner that said that I can sell my, or let's say monetize, okay, my data, my personal data, okay?
yeah.
And fine, okay, I can see that your data have always been valuable. That's not for you, okay? And I understand that who's making money out of it,
Yes.
okay? And this went to agents, this is knowledge, okay? This is not the solution or the proposition. I think this persona is missing a user story or use case. Okay. Ready? You with me?
Yes, I am here, but then I'm seeing my. So you think you have highlighted the data part, right? So you think that is missing?
I'm saying that if I'm talking about a person, okay, let's put it like that, okay?
Okay.
Again, I'll put it like let's say it's you, okay?
Okay.
or what I usually like saying in this specific example, when we are talking about B2C,
Okay.
okay? Think of your mother,
Okay.
okay? Your mother just went into the internet and found a certain banner,
Okay.
okay? And she clicked the banner,
Okay.
and then she reached this page,
Okay.
okay? Now think what she will understand, okay? Because same as me, I'm guessing your mother, whenever she gets stuck in the internet, she calls you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So now think what how much time she's gonna spend on this page before she calls you and trying to understand what's going on.
Very less
You
time.
understand my point?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now again, I'm not saying this is not a B2C website.
Okay.
Your mother is just one persona. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, your investor friend, okay, the very slick one who knows, who read the hype about the internet, sorry, about generative AI and crypto. Okay, he's also clicking on it because he's heard this is something good. Okay,
Yeah.
how long before he calls you and try to figure out what's going on? Okay, these are the people that we are trying to cater in this homepage. Understand?
Okay.
So this entire notion makes sense right now.
It does make sense, but I'm still trying to figure out like how I mean, then the whole landing page will look, I don't know, like it'll look very lengthy, and it doesn't have a perfect flow. Then if we are targeting, see, any market pay, any website, any web copy will be targeting. There are many market segments, but they'll have their target audience. So, but this one, I understand the scope is more. So, like how do we write it for, like, different writing for different personas is different, but if someone comes and visits the website, it should be catering to every single person. So that thing, so let's say an investor, crypto investor, if he wants to invest in our DAC, if he wants to just buy some DAC and see if
Mhm.
this company is valid enough, then he reads this, he understands they are doing something very valuable, not just hype or something. They have the infrastructure, the futuristic Gen AI and everything. So I think it is relevant. This is relevant to him as well, I believe. And an individual contributor. So let's say they want to sell their data and knowledge. They come to visit this. They read this landing page, and then they have an idea what they are going to get. So when they click the demo, they know how that, like, will lead them to, like, this is how you package your data and
No,
knowledge.
but no, but ready. You're missing the big again. You're missing the big picture.
Okay.
Yes, the details are gonna be there, but the question is how long, okay, a millennial will spend on this page, okay, before he is, it says it's too much,
Okay.
okay.
And then
It's just
contradicting to this, Michael said we need a lot of data. There is no enough data here, you're missing everything. And how can you cut short sentences, just thinking of the fancy short sentences? We need a lot of data. So I think if there is a lot of data on the landing page, do you think people will spend enough time? That's
uh,
also a point to consider for me, right?
look again. It could be that, and this was his point, okay.
Okay.
Start with too much, and then let's say, let's reduce it,
Okay.
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 So make sure that everything is covered. Even bring a tracker that says, okay, all of it is here. This is everything. These are the main points that I don't let me fish them out.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's say at the end of every page, write down, okay, these are the main concepts that I did in this page. These are my assumptions.
Okay. Okay.
And okay.
Okay. Can you please tell me the crypto part, Lear? So, he said in the heading, in the very hero section, we are supposed to mention crypto. So, do we like crypto? So, just tell me, please, this one. So, how important is crypto to Robocorp? Is uh, to facilitate transactions. Let's say in the exchange and in the marketplace, if I want to buy something, I use DAC, and these corporate companies, these enterprise ones, use fiat also. But a proper the utility, the use case of the DAC that we have right now is to facilitate transactions, and then all of that marketplace, whatever things to buy, sell, and everything, they use DAC. So that is the only use case of DAC right now, right?
So hold on. First of all, you cannot do anything in the system without crypto. Okay?
Okay.
Why is that?
Crypto
Why is
meaning
that?
just the DAC, or you're saying any other crypto?
No. DAC is the currency that well, okay.
Native.
No. Okay, hold on. We use fiat as well. Okay?
Sorry?
We use fiat as
Fiat.
well. Are you
Fiat,
familiar
yes.
with
Fiat,
fiat?
fiat, I know, right? Like companies, right? For only enterprises, we use fiat, right?
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
okay.
Okay.
For the crypto,
So,
when you
but
mean crypto, it's only DAC we are referring to, correct?
yes.
Okay.
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 So, and again, that is the method of exchanging. So you don't need to necessarily, I think. Okay, I don't know if what Michael thinks. I don't think that you need to put that because that is not a meaning that is on the homepage. Okay, it's already down there.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
but crypto isn't. Okay,
Yeah.
and crypto is something I know. That is not something I know.
Okay.
Understand?
Okay.
And this relates to the clickbait that I mentioned earlier. Okay, so I
So
need something eye-catching. Okay, that will make it clear that crypto, but because of the value of crypto, not because crypto is a sexy word. Okay, but because you can trust, you know, you can trust that your knowledge is used. You actually monetize your knowledge.
yeah.
Okay, something like that. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
now these two sentences. This is supposed to be a carousel, or it's either one or the other.
It's either one of the other. You can pick, is what I thought.
I see. Okay, neither one of them is a answer. I think they need.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
and again, one important thing is that above everything, okay, you are totally focusing here on the contributor side.
Yes,
Okay,
the whole website copy is focused on contributor side, because we need to have one target audience. We need to speak to one person, not persona. We need to speak to someone who we are doing this for. We are doing this for people who want to exchange their data and knowledge for money, who want to make money out of their making their business instantly. So that is what, so the whole website copy, I, although it relates to a few personas when they make sense, but then I'm talking to contributors only in the whole website copy. We shouldn't be doing that?
no, I think that we need to cater for the consumers as well, because the entire search engine, the search capabilities, etc., are not mentioned here. And even as a contributor, okay, we're not saying that you need to do everything for scratch. Okay, you are in essence, even if you are a contributor, you can, as the saying goes, okay, you want to be standing on the shoulders of giants. You familiar with the saying?
Yes.
Okay, and the logic is that you don't need to invent everything from scratch. You can basically leverage stuff that other people did, and this is what makes it work in seconds. Okay, it's not the fact that you can capture stuff in seconds. It's the fact that you can search for it and then augment it with yours. So this entire concept of consumer side, and even if it's consuming in the context of contribution, it's still consuming. So everything related to search is missing. Meaning, I don't think that I've encountered the word search.
It's in the subheader, but yeah. So,
Well,
okay, that gets a bit complicated, because augmented using someone else's data and then augmented with yours, and then I don't know how exactly. Yeah, I think now at least I got an understanding what you're meaning.
I actually see that you did mention it. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay, search is mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
uh, not search engine, even the token search engine. Okay, But again, okay, the website doesn't cater only for contributors. It's also for consumers, or at least it's pushing an ecosystem. We are selling an ecosystem. Okay,
Exactly
understand?
right, exactly right. So that's what my previous copy was focusing on. And then he came and said, Michael, last time, we can't sell a marketplace, we can't sell an ecosystem, we need to sell only search. So let's focus on what a person is going to get. We need to turn them into a business instantly. How are we going to do it? So focus on that. So I need to change the whole landing page based on that. Maybe my previous
No,
landing page.
hold on. Let's continue with this point.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
with that angle.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
So basically, he said, okay, we did. He actually told you, okay, we are selling the search.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
and he mentioned become a business. Okay, but again, you become a business. You know, with two, I think, two main capabilities. Okay, one is what you bring to the table.
Mm.
Okay, your knowledge, your data, your expertise. Okay, this is one.
Okay.
The other one is the capabilities of the platform. Okay, so the capabilities of capturing all of that. Okay,
Okay.
but also augmenting it with the with other, let's call it out of the shelf stuff, out of the out of the box stuff created by other people, etc. Okay, now again, think of the theme, the actual concept today. If I would like to build something new, okay, I need to basically, if I would like to build something new, okay, I need to start reading. I need to go into some sort of a agent area, agent creation area, build my agents, basically make a project out of it. And we
Yeah.
are saying, no, this is the wrong way to go about it. Okay, what we offer is, again, a complete ecosystem, but from the perspective of um, monetization, ability to search. So, okay, I'm gonna go, let's say, 2 minutes back. Okay, and when I mentioned 2 points, I'm gonna make it 3 points. Okay, the first point is what I bring to the table.
Okay.
The second point are the capabilities of the platform. I will say that the third one, if despite the fact that I included it in second, it deserves its own angle, which is the search capabilities. Okay, I want to make sure that when I go inside, okay, if I go to ChatGPT, it's because of the search capabilities.
Yeah.
Okay, it's me trusting that it can bring me with minimal effort the answer to my question. It's
Yeah.
not even searching; it's answering a question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, now we need to leverage this as well. Okay, we are in essence allowing you to get an answer, but the main difference is that our answers are not answers about data. They are answers about knowledge. They are answers about actually expertise. Okay,
In the form of
so
agents, utilities, widgets, all that, right?
yes, okay, and it could be anything. It could even be data, but it's expert data.
Yeah. Expert
Okay.
data. Yeah. Trust for trustable data. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
Okay, so when ChatGPT, gives you answer, even they give you answers about data, okay, the quality of the answer that they provide is based on how accurate your question is. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
so your prompt needs to be very very clear in order to basically return the data that you need.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
now we need to do the same here. Okay, basically we are allowing you or catering you with capabilities that will refine your questions. Okay, and this is the power of our search. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
okay. So you have enough stuff to think about.
Yes, I do. but I do. But I'm just like with all this. I'm just worried. Like if my next draft also will be like I don't know what, how Michael judges it. And basically, the thing is, I don't know, Lior. Since you're a technical, like you're, so you're deep into like um, CTO types, and you work on the product so deeply. I don't know. I'm afraid how exactly to ask on what should come where and where exactly is the issue here. If the feedback is like the whole thing, the point is missing. I don't know where to add what and how exactly to do the changes. Okay, can I at least know the value stack and Promptify page and the trust protocol, if those pages make sense? If the, let's say,
Well,
the home
fine.
page
I'll
is not.
review. Hold on. First of all, in terms of a high-level navigation, okay,
Okay.
Enterprise Edition doesn't exist over here. Okay,
Okay.
it is inside Quantify. I looked. Okay,
Yes. You wanted
but
a
it's
subsection, right?
supposed to be its own page, and it's at the moment it looks like a part of another page. It's not its own page.
Yes.
Okay,
I
the
thought you
way
wanted a
it's framed
subsection.
as well.
Okay.
Sorry.
I thought you said in the comment, add another subsection. So I thought it's supposed to be a subsection of Promptify. I didn't know it wanted it. It should be in the navigation bar.
You added it to the navigation bar.
Okay. No, no, no.
It's here, so
No, no,
it's
no. I
here and
mean to
it's the
say,
same.
okay. I mean to say in the navigation bar, I thought it's supposed to be a subsection in Promptify, not have a enterprise edition altogether. Okay. Okay. If you have an enterprise edition
Again,
altogether.
I'm pointing out something that that I've noticed. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, Michael noticed this as well. Okay, when we discussed it. Okay, regarding um, Duck Explorer.
Uh,
Okay, what is this? Meaning, I don't see it in the navigation, so I couldn't understand what is Duck
DAC
Explorer.
Explorer is something that Michael wanted a tracker to track all the DAC, like how much DAC is in circulation, the recent transactions, and all. So there is no copy there. It's just a like a Sol scan. It's something like that for DAC.
So it's inside the homepage then. It's not
No,
its
no,
own
it's
tab.
a it has its own tab. When they click on the tab, they get something like Michael sent me a scan page of BitTensor. I can send you that. So if you can open the BitTensor one, you'll get an understand. BitTensor,
Bit what? Yes.
BitTensor. Yeah, if you can open the scan page on the top, scan. Yeah. So he wanted something like this. So there won't be any copy. It just have all the values of where the price is going and all that for DAC.
Okay. What is this? Wow, my wallet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we can forget. I think that we can ignore. We can see the pages, like the
Yeah.
inside pages. What doesn't make sense there?
Yes. Okay, fine.
Value stack.
Okay, so you want my feedback on trust and on value stack?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll review them. Uh, okay. Okay, but please work on what we discussed on homepage. Okay, and overall. Okay, and as you said, and if you want another meeting later on, ping me. Okay.
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 Thanks. Ready.
Yeah. Thank you.